coming up tonight.
And here he swings and belts one right center field up the alley, and that one's going to go.
Bryce Harper is back, and so are the bats.
And the 1-2. Swung on, ripped up the middle. There's another base hit.
And with the Stanley Cup starting tomorrow, which side are you on?
Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Let's go, Panthers!
Let's go, Oilers. Bring home the cup, boys. Let's go, Oilers. Woo!
Jimmy Apote's back for some more fun. What time is it?
Hey, this is Irving Fryer, and it's time to get fantastic.
From Fox 29 News, this is the Phantastic Sports Show.
What is going on, everybody? The Phils are back. This is why you can never count the Phils out.
Yeah.
Long ball, baby.
That game rocked. You know, you could just sit back and relax after quite literally one inning.
Yeah, it was pretty much
amazing.
over in the first. They say chicks love the long ball. Is that true?
I mean, I love it.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
Boys do too.
So here's what is on deck this evening. We've got a great show for you.
Yeah.
So guess who's back?
Back again.
Bryce is back.
And Phil's win. Nice, Marcus.
So anyway, yeah, I love that. Shout out to our producer, Marcus.
No, he's a dork.
No.
That was dorky.
No, give him some credit.
Right.
That rocked. Okay, so Edmonton versus Florida, sort of. We're going to get into that a little bit. And are you ready for a repeat?
Yeah.
Are you ready for a repeat?
Are you talking about a Stanley Cup repeat?
Yeah, because I'm not.
I know.
And also, you know, another repeat, the Eagles. Them Eagles.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want
now
that
we're on the
repeat.
same side.
But I don't want the other repeat.
We have a bet. We have a Stanley Cup bet. Stick around to hear what it's going to be.
So if you want to weigh in on this, you know what to do, right? Selfie style video, 215-915-PHAN or fox29.com/upload. Those are your options. Send a selfie style video, and you can see yourself on the show. But Jamie Apote is going to join us in just a little bit.
Jat.
Yeah. Wait, Tuesday. Yeah, Jamie Apote. Jat. I don't like that.
Doesn't seem right.
No, I don't like it. We'll be back.
Yes, do it! Come on! Oh, miss! They don't outstanding too. You can try
Welcome back. We're teed up, and Jamie Apote joins us now. You had a very eventful day.
Why did everyone need to see that? No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I did. My son needs throwing lessons.
Well, he was trying to take it easy. When you're trying to, take a little bit off your aim.
Yeah, it might be it.
Yeah.
I showered.
He didn't want to just
I'm good.
Well, you took a shower
Being
there
in
outside.
I went with clean water this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? That
Field
was
day.
fun.
Field day it's the best day of the year. Field day. I love field day. I always let my kids dunk me.
Was that the balloon throwing competition then, or?
It was called the Soak and Wet Challenge.
Oh, fun.
I was in charge of the parachute today. It was really lame.
Oh.
Yeah, I just wasn't a good one.
What's that? Where you lift up?
Yeah,
and
we
then you
played
run
like
under
cat
it.
and mouse,
Oh.
and we played with it through a ball. It was okay. Tug of war is always a good one.
It was a beautiful
I
day
paid
for
good
that.
money to have a field day as an adult.
Did you do field
With
days
alcohol.
in
No, I didn't
California?
I did not do field
see,
days.
So I was right.
I
It's
love
a
field
regional
day.
thing.
And then we
Yeah.
also,
They
whenever
didn't-
the Olympics rolled around, we would compete as different countries.
Do you think that we didn't have field days
You
because
guys
the
didn't go
weather
to
was
good
always
schools
nice and we
then.
could be outside whenever?
Maybe we had a jogathon.
I always had a jogathon.
And that's
I
about
don't
it.
know about that.
This is a California thing.
It's a regional thing.
No. We had field days. We had Olympics. We had all sorts of really cool things.
Jogathon, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys didn't.
All is well in Philly land again.
Yeehaw!
Bryce is back again. I mean, I was thinking it's going to be rusty. Maybe
No,
maybe
not at
nope.
all. Bang.
Yeah.
Solo shot.
Feels good.
Yeah, I was worried about that too.
Feels good.
I see what you did there. I was worried about that too because I know it was just, you're struck by a pitch on the elbow, but like part of me was like, what if it's worse than they're saying? What if it knocks some scar tissue loose? What if he loses his power? So that was nice to get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Yeah, the reports were that he was swinging it and swinging it aggressively.
And here he swings and belts one right center field up the alley, and that one's going to go. And welcome back, Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
So Trey Turner started the scoring, and then Bryce Harper, bang.
Line drive too.
And then Trey with
we
a
love to
later
see
one.
it. Yeah,
there
Trey
was-
had 2 tonight.
Yeah, which is probably, I think that's a bigger deal, right? Seeing Trey go the opposite field, 2 home runs
Oh,
tonight.
absolutely.
Bigger
Yeah.
deal than Bryce homering?
I think people were just excited because it was like
first game back.
Out of a funk.
Yeah, first at bat, and it was just 2 pitches later off of the Turner homer.
What surprised me is we're in June and Kyle Schwarber went 0 for 5. He'll make
It's
up.
June 3rd.
He'll make up for it.
Give him a little bit of time to cook.
It is coming. I do think this can be one of those road trips, and I'll check the schedule. I'm not sure who they play after Toronto, but this could be one of those road trips that really get them going. I mean, I know they already had a nice May, but they got to keep it going
it's
here
Pittsburgh.
in June. That's where they go? They go to Pittsburgh after this? Okay.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
So,
Yes.
I mean, you got to go 5 of 6, right? You got to win 5 of 6 of these next. Well, they already won 1, so that would be 4 of the next 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to.
I think you have to.
You
got the Mets kind of coming on.
I want them to. I think it's important to beat teams that are beatable, especially.
Mets are playing our beloved Dodgers. It's 4-3 right now, Dodgers, but the Mets have 2.
I want to leave.
Bye-bye.
Like,
No. Christopher Sanchez, nice night. No, you know what? We're all Dodger fans tonight. They're playing the Mets. Right?
I want both teams to implode.
You don't do that. Come on.
I sure do.
Come on. I root for your... Which teams do you... No, you like like your non-Philly teams. Buffalo.
You want the Dodgers to implode because they've got all this money and all these fancy players. No, but is that like the only reason?
Yeah, I just don't.
Plus, no, it's because I like them.
Teams.
It's because I like them and she wants to hate them. And she hates the team that I want to win the Stanley Cup, too.
Yeah.
She hates the United States of America, and we'll talk about this a little bit later.
Very uncomfortable.
That's not it. But you know what? On that note, you teased it enough. Let's go to break early.
Yeah.
Because I have a sneaking suspicion this is gonna be quite a conversation. So let's just get right into it.
Buckle up.
Yeah. Here is the number on your screen. Okay. 215-915-PHAN or fox29.com/upload. Those are your options. Selfie style video. Either way you send it, we'll get it. But coming up, Jason and I have some serious beef about the Stanley Cup final, and especially because we don't really care. So it's extra funny. We'll talk about it later.
That's actually true.
Do you have a pick here in the Stanley Cup, Joe?
Absolutely right, Edmonton.
Hey, there you go.
Come on,
Connor McDavid,
Yeah,
right?
Connor McDavid. Yeah, absolutely right. And Canada deserves it. They haven't had it since 1993. 93, and they deserve it. And this is going to be a hell of a series.
It's going to be a rematch.
It reminds me of the Broad Street Bullies in our heyday because every time you moved, you got hit. and when you play Florida, every time you move, you get hit. So, but I think Edmonton can counteract that. So.
See, that's my bestie, Joe Watson.
He loves
siding with
Breland.
me. He really does.
We love Joe.
I love Joe.
Yeah.
But he is siding with me on the Stanley Cup debate because this is Jamie, you have not been here for this discussion, but I feel like this has snowballed into now a small rivalry over something very trivial because we're just on complete opposite sides.
What's the problem?
Okay,
here?
here's the problem.
Okay.
I want the Cup to stay in the United States with a franchise in the United States. I don't want any Canadian team to win the Cup.
Yeah,
Sure.
yes. And it's dumb imperialism that doesn't hold any water because there's Canadians on both sides. Like it's a global game. So like it doesn't the majority of your starters are not American.
It's kind of internally, it's kind of like, ha, you invented the game and you can't have the cup. Ha. It's very immature of me, but I also used to live in Florida, and you're about to see why else I want the Panthers to win. But overall, and by the way, I hate, sports hate the Edmonton Oilers. Corey Perry, one of my all-time hate athletes, is an Edmonton Oiler. I do not want to see him.
Really?
Oh, he's the dirtiest player in the NHL.
So you really love the Connor Bedard story?
Well, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, well, so I want to see the Cup stay in the United States, and I don't want Edmonton or any Canadian team to win one.
So you'd be rooting for any team that isn't Canadian in this
Rangers,
Stanley Cup Finals?
Bruins,
You root for the Rangers?
Yeah. Over the Edmonton
that's a problem. Now I'm with Breland.
This doesn't make any sense.
Root for the
and all of these players are foreigners.
I can't root for the United States? What kind of American are you?
But you're rooting for Canadian players.
Did he just call me anti-American?
Yeah, I think
this
so.
This is what I'm talking about because to me that doesn't hold any water when your whole lineup is full of foreigners.
You are.
No, I really am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's who do you want to see win the Cup? Oh,
Don't care is winning.
Look how divided we are as a people.
Come on.
Breland, you've been saying there's Canadians on Florida, but they're representing Florida. They're representing their city. I'm rooting for their city and their country, and I do not like Corey
Their country
Perry.
of not America.
Mm-hmm. Now I don't know. What do you mean? There's Americans on. There's Americans on Edmonton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because it's not like the Olympics where they are Canadians representing Canada.
Right. They're not.
They're all a mixed bag. Leon
Correct.
Dreisaitl's from Cologne, Germany.
Sergei Bobrovsky, the goalie, is from Russia.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Well, okay, maybe I'm speaking on
Put
behalf
your rat
of. Well,
down.
my wife is from Florida.
You know what the most by the way, guys, you know the most disturbing thing I just found out about this rat? It breathes.
It's not good.
Boy,
out of its mouth,
disturbing.
and I hate it. Anyway.
A very special fan cam from somebody very special to me.
Oh.
I am a little scared of Edmonton, not gonna lie. Connor McDavid, I mean, love you, respect, but I think the Panthers are going to be back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Let's go, Panthers! Go!
That's your wife and your children.
Wow.
She went to Amazon and bought about 10 of these.
I was just going to say, you have a lot of rats in your house.
So listen, life's better for me if Florida wins. Maybe it's not about the United States.
I was going to say, so now this changes it.
I mean, that definitely is what it is. You buried the lead there.
Yeah,
like that's the real
country first, bedroom first for me.
That's the real.
So that's
thing.
that. So, but
meanwhile, I see a very passionate fan base that has nothing else to root for up there. Like Edmonton is not. They don't have.
Oh, now you pity them? Is that why you're rooting for them?
I mean,
you pity
and they haven't won. I always root for the team that hasn't won. Most recently, I'm tired of Florida teams winning things. I'm tired of it. Go ahead, Edmonton.
Florida,
I like
this is their
Connor
third
McDavid.
straight cup. This is almost a dynasty team that no one's talking about.
Yeah, I don't want that.
But then, why are you rooting for that?
Because
who wants a dynasty?
Because they have no stars. They just have. They're just gritty.
You root for the Kansas City Chiefs too? Yeah.
He was quiet though.
Quiet.
There's no Patrick Mahomes on this Panthers team.
Crickets.
There's no Patrick Mahomes on that team.
Okay, we don't need that.
We have a fan cam of. We actually found an Edmonton. Does anybody out there know an Edmonton Oilers fan? Of course you don't.
So I found an Edmonton Oilers fan and asked her just kind of what we have going on in Edmonton. Like what is there to eat? What is there to do?
Yeah,
all sorts of things.
Do you know anything about Edmonton?
Not a clue.
Anything?
Yeah.
Because they have oil there.
And
I mean,
we know nothing. So
here is Jolene straight from Edmonton today. Thank you so very much, Jolene, by the way, for weighing in on this. Let's hear what she says about the food that you can eat in Edmonton, because we didn't know.
Lucky for us Oiler fans, right around Rogers, there's tons of amazing food. From Campia, which hosts a McDavid pizza, pretty much a Big Mac on a pizza. There's Bijou, there's Canadian Brew House, which, yes, has hockey forks. So a fork that looks like a hockey stick and everything with Canada flags on it. And then anything, of course, around the Rogers. There's tons of great dining, amazing atmosphere. Our fan zone, which is wild and hard to get into.
Okay, so
thank you.
Also, a donair is incredible. I have not ever. I've never been to Edmonton, but I was in Halifax, and those things rock. Poutine. You get a Caesar, which is the Bloody Mary's more superior cousin. All dressed chips is a Canadian delicacy. I can't tell you the flavor, but it is something unique. Mm-hmm. Get me to God's country.
It sounds like they have an Xfinity Live type place right outside Rogers.
Yeah, with the McDavid pizza, which is a Big Mac pizza.
So these
people are eating with
hockey stick forks.
Yeah, hockey stick forks. You're going to tell me that they don't deserve the Stanley Cup? Come on.
So we have a bet here.
Oh, okay.
If Edmonton wins, I have to sing the Canadian national anthem on this show, and I'm not talking about like half butt sing it. Like I have to belt it out with heart. Same with the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. It is hard. It is hard.
That's okay.
That's an easier song to sing.
I used to, like, fun fact about me, back in the day, I would sing at the it's not called the Sovereign Center anymore. What is it? The Santander Arena in Reading for the Royals games. Yeah, I sang "Oh Canada" and the Star Spangled Banner before.
Oh, well then this isn't a fair bet.
No, I want to put the lights down. I want to put an effect on the mic. I want to like reverb it. Like this is going to be, and I don't sing, but this is going to be a moment.
Do we have to have like the flags?
Yes,
yeah.
drape it around
Eric, our
you.
floor director, come up.
I want to dress like Uncle Sam when Florida wins it.
Okay, we would have to like go all out.
Yes,
I have like a Canada.
I'll do it.
Olympic jersey somewhere.
That's right.
Now,
but
I'm even more rooting for Edmonton.
Here's okay. Obviously,
wow! Look at that mall.
Yeah, it's bigger than the mall in
Yeah,
America.
In
Edmonton.
So Jolene actually told us about what there is to do there as well, because she's like coming up clutch with all this stuff.
Wait, pull that picture up again.
That place looked so cool.
Wait, can we pull up that picture on the mall again?
The mall.
Yeah,
no,
it's coming. But
yeah. Oh, that rocks.
That's really.
You're
neat.
telling me that you wouldn't want to go there?
Wait, there is no nightlife in Sunrise. I used to live right around there.
Yeah, look at it. I can tell.
What are we talking about? There's no clubs. This is like the Everglades of Florida.
I hang out at the Edmonton Mall. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I don't know that should have been the choice for the Florida attraction.
Obviously, this next one's right up Breland's alley. Better mascot. Oh, you got to be kidding. Stanley C. Panther's the man.
I think I picked Stanley.
Hunter has rabies.
He's scared.
Look at him.
He kind of looks like a gremlin.
He's scary.
Stanley kind of looks like
I want to hug him.
Sweet, yeah. Like you need to. I mean, he's a very sweetheart.
He looks like something. It'll come to me.
I picked Stanley.
This is as much hockey as we've talked on the show since we had.
How many fingers
Jonesy on?
They usually only have 4.
No, but I think that's fewer.
Wait, why? Is that a mascot
I don't know.
rule?
You usually just kind of have to like Spock hands in the gloves, but every mascot I've ever had 4.
She knows I love how much she knows about.
Sorry,
I've never looked at a mascot's hands before.
You will now.
Oh
yeah.
Man. Okay. All right. So we're good. We're gonna shake on this.
Yeah,
with 4 fingers.
All right, there's the bet, guys. If you want to weigh in,
USA,
the go vote
USA,
USA asterisk because everyone is foreign on these teams, or whatever. So there's your number. There's your upload link. When we come back, we're gonna talk football. Yeah.
I feel 100% confident with the Birds going into this season. Defending champions, this team is built. The offense is critical to the success of retaining that championship 2 years in a row. And with Barkley and Hurts ready to do it again, let's go Birds!
Michael hanging out at
Disney Orlando.
He's on
Universal Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have fun.
He was actually at City Walk. I've been there so many times with my family.
That's really wild that you know that.
And I'm not bragging either.
No.
These amusement parks. Because I got all these kids. You know how much it costs?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Anyway.
And it's not that fun.
Anyway, OTAs today. Yeah, they continued, and the Eagles on their way potentially
to another Super Bowl,
running it back here. Jamie, do you think that this is a realistic thing when everyone says run it back, run it back? It is so hard to repeat in the National Football League. However, we have seen people run it back,
but it doesn't happen very often.
Correct.
And there's reasons for that. And I mean, everything's got to go right. Like on paper, yeah, could they repeat? Sure. I don't know.
That should be the goal for sure. But it's just, I feel like
I think it'll be really hard. I think it'll be really hard.
I think we've got coach, quarterback, GM, best in the league, and it's not even close.
That's true.
And if anybody has the mental capacity to run it back, it's Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's like right here.
I agree.
He's just never too high, never too low. Saquon in the prime of his life. We may not even. It's all about the mental side of it. Obviously, they have the tools to do it. The athletic tools.
And staying healthy.
And staying healthy as well.
Which is important.
I think if they have the offensive line. Where's the hole? They have a new offensive coordinator? And so, that's the big hole. Defense, okay, but that's a Howie move, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that
that'll get solved, but I think if you ask me where the hole is, that's kind of
edge.
Well, how about another hole? How about mental edge? There's something to be said for guys that haven't won a Super Bowl and you've just won one, and you lose your hunger a little bit. I mean, there's hunger to want to be a dynasty, yes, but I don't think as much as to want to win that first
I don't know.
one.
My favorite quote is from A.J. Brown when he was like, I thought this would fulfill me, and it really didn't.
That's what I'm talking about. And even Jalen going on all the nighttime talk shows after, you could tell he was like, come on, let's just get back to football, please. That was out of his – I liked that
over
was
it.
– yeah.
Yeah, so here's what Ike Reese had to say about running it back.
We are past the days of being afraid to be great, right? I understand we love being the underdog and that sort of thing when people doubt us, but when you're as good as this football team is, when you play the way they played for the last 17 weeks of the season, then into the postseason, and dominate the Kansas City Chiefs the way they did during the Super Bowl, why wouldn't we be thinking about doing that again? So I'm all for it. Let's have another parade. It's great being the top dog.
Yeah,
they are
enjoy
the top dog, and we got to get comfortable being on top of that mountain. It's okay. We don't have to be afraid to have success.
Love that point.
Me too.
It's because we're so used to being underdogs here, and now we're the king of the hill.
I love that shirt.
Are you comfortable with that?
Ike shirt?
Yeah, Ike shirt.
Yeah.
Yes, not Jason's shirt. Yeah, definitely. What?
No, I was just like, what
Not
was
that
it?
shirt,
Yeah, not
the
that.
Ike
Not
shirt.
you, Jason. No,
right.
you're good
Well-
being the underdog or being the top dog and not the underdog for a change here with the Eagles. I mean, that's never
It's
happened
different.
in
It's
pretty
different.
much anyone's lifetime.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's a different look for us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we going to succeed with that look?
Well, we'll see. We got a couple more weeks till training camp. But Jamie, it's always fun to see you. I know this is like a weird deviation from the
Yeah.
routine.
Sure We'll see you is.
next
You'll
Monday.
be back on Monday.
Yeah, I needed Mondays.
Okay.
It threw me off.
Yeah, we don't.
Not good.
Mondays.
Great job
All right.
at field day
We'll be
today.
right back
Thank you,
after
guys.
this. Yeah, that rocked. Welcome back into the Fantastic Sports Show. My brain's going to my. Ew, I hate it. I hate that it's wheezing like that.
I actually heard a rat die once. Like we poisoned one.
Oh my God.
And it was dying, and it went like this. And so I thought, okay, the poison I put out did its job. Here comes PETA.
What do I even say
I'm
to
gonna
that?
get a letter. That's how it sounded. Is that inhumane?
You know what?
The rat poison.
Goodbye.
I mean, this
Goodbye.
vermin. It's
Goodbye. Ah!